Welcome back, fans, to another week of IPW Weekly Recap right here on UPN 44. We've got three big matches for you tonight. I apologize for my squinty eyes. These lights are just getting to me a little bit. You all saw my head injury that occurred, and I'll be getting a CAT scan coming up very shortly to let you know what's going on. But right now, I just want to talk about these three big matches coming up. We've got two big title matches later on in the show, but right now, it's a big man tag team match. It's Michael, Todd, and Python going up against Rastaman and Acropolis coming at you right now. All right, our opening match this week's band should be some great tag team action. The team of Michael, Todd, and Python being led to the ring by Frankie Capone and his Fat Albert hat. They're taking on the very popular Rastaman, the man who's been all around the globe that like we milk each and every time he's on TV here. And he's going to be teaming up with your favorite IPW wrestler, Ron Niemi, Acropolis.
Acropolis is by far not my favorite IPW wrestling superstar favorite gimmick guy.
Oh, he must be taller than you two.
But you bring up the Fat Albert gimmick. Did you see the Fat Albert Christmas special this year?
I saw it, and it was a very good time.
I enjoyed it very much.
As the commercial said, it wasn't ho ho ho, it was hey hey hey.
And like my good friend Mushmouth once said, you like summer's vacation? No, yes.
Actually, I thought we were going to use the Christmas vacation being the time of year that just passed, Ron Niemi, but that's
Squirrel!
Okay. Now we see Gentleman Jim Bragg. Look, he did this the last time and he couldn't referee the match. What are you going to do about all the corruption of the referees going on here in IPW, Ron Niemi? You've got Gentleman Jim Bragg, supposedly the big babyface referee of the whole crew, out there smoking the gimmicks with Rastaman.
I'm going to encourage it very greatly. And there's Frankie Capone, Uptown Frankie Capone. It looks like he's going to hit the ganja with Rastaman, and he sits there right in front of him and he says, thank you, my friend. I think I'll take this blunt with my big funny hat and I'll smoke a bit.
Oh, look at him. He's coughing it up. Oh, nice by Frankie Capone, luring the big man in, Rastaman. He's a smart wrestler, but it looks like sometimes that small funny can get to your head a little bit and you're not paying attention. And here comes the man from Guadalajara, Mexico, as Ron Niemi likes to call him. He's actually from Athens, Greece. He's Acropolis.
Acropolis comes out. He wasn't prepared to wrestle on that night, but when Rastaman gets attacked, the man that took him under his wing at the Florida WrestlePlex, and he's in the back minding his own business, he's going to do what's right, and that's come out and hit a perfect Japanese arm drag.
I guess this was supposed to be a singles match at first, but it did turn into a tag team encounter. And Ron, I've been asked this many times. Let's see what's going on here first. Oh, a nice double team maneuver there. Oh, beautiful drop kick by Rastaman. And this big man team of Michael, Todd, and Python kind of took a bit of a powder there. But as I was saying before that all started, Ron Niemi, I can't even get this stuff in. When did we change tag team corners here on IPW TV?
Back when the Rock and Roll Express Fantastics reunion match took place back in September. And no, we don't have the rights to show that on TV, but that was the time that we changed it. We also brought back the tag team rope things.
I was going to say, that must be where the tag team ropes came from. Robert Gibson was signing something to me, but I couldn't understand what he was saying.
He was signing, Aaron, you horny bitch, I'm not into you one bit.
Oh, man, that disappoints me. Anyways, but as I was saying before, people have been asking me this, and no, I do not believe that Michael Todd is the reincarnation of Brutus the Barber Beefcake.
I think he is Zodiac's long-lost brother.
Okay, or as they like to call him here sometimes in IPW, the man with no name.
Where is Python's large-breasted friend that they call Coral?
Like a reef?
Yes, exactly like a reef.
Okay. I'm not sure where she is. I'm disappointed that we have Frankie Capone instead of Coral coming out for this match. But I tell you, we've got enough silliness in so far, Ron Niemi. But one thing we haven't done is talk about where you can hear great IPW stars each and every week. And that's on Pro Wrestling Weekly, Wednesdays from 7 to 8 p.m. on AM 1040. Yes, it's hosted by Shannon Rose and Barry Horowitz. But the announcer, Arrogant Aaron Royal, responsible for a 231% increase in ratings ever since I started on the show.
And if you don't want to be tormented to such torture as listening to these idiots on the airwaves, you can go to ProWrestlingDaily.com, all one word, ProWrestlingDaily.com.
I've heard that all one word somewhere before, but right now what I want to talk about, Ron Niemi, is how Rastaman is kind of being handled by these two big individuals. Rastaman is a former two-time IPW heavyweight champion of the world. He's held numerous titles all throughout Europe, all throughout Japan, all throughout the islands, and this guy's having his ass handed to him right now by two, not necessarily rookies, but they're rookies as far as IPW is concerned, and these two guys look very, very impressive, Ron.
The gentleman gets down there, even though he's smoking a small funny with the Rastaman earlier, when Michael Todd hits that huge moonsault, you got to give Jim Bragg credit. He was right there to try to count the 1, 2, 3.
Hey, Jim Bragg must be growing an immunity to that small funny because he's making a much better showing of himself than he did last show on his birthday when he turned the ripe young age of 87 years old.
And thank God that constipation problem is long gone.
Well, I tell you say thank God, but the people that were around when the constipation problem ended don't necessarily agree. And we didn't see it, Ron, but you heard a big chair shot there, obviously by Frankie Capone. And we've got a 3 count, and I think we've got some tag team contenders. We'll be right back. All right, fans, that's a huge win for Michael Todd and Python here in IPW. I've never seen anybody leave Rastaman land like that, and he's been around a long, long time. Ron, what do you think about this great tag team? They could...
You. Out.
What are you talking about? We're doing a show here, Deb.
Thin skin.
It's about time somebody showing Aaron Roy.
Stop. It's not about him. It's about you. You're the owner of IPW. I've been fighting for the television championship for months, seems like years. You've been cutting me off the knees every chance you get. Yeah, you.
No.
Yes, you. You just bring back Dudley, so you cut me off right after I win the championship. I pinned him. You didn't have the ref count it.
Oh, I'm always responsible for everything that goes wrong in the career of Devin Nash.
No, you're responsible for what goes on in IPW.
IPW Hardcore Wrestling is an entity in itself. The hardcore giant Ron Niemi can't control everything that goes on, especially when it comes to the TV title. You should have defended the title with honor, integrity, and pride. But what you did...
I did defend the title with honor, integrity, and pride. What I didn't count on was getting cheated like the film shows.
What film?
Let's take a look right now.
Oh, Jesus.
All right, do you see what I'm talking about?
What? No.
What do you mean no? You didn't see? His shoulders were down. He never got up.
What match are you watching, Nash? Come on.
Let's do it again.
No.
Let's go back to the film. Let's cut to the film now.
Oh, my God.
Are you satisfied? Did you see what happened?
The monitor's all fuzzy and blurred.
All right, hold it. Slow motion this time. Let's do it one more time.
Will you give it up?
So we can get through this thick skull. Do you understand? Did you see?
Yes, I did see. You broke the rules every way possible. You bent, broken, and snapped the rules in half, and now you're sitting here whining and showing 10 different speeds of some type of replay like I'm supposed to care?
I broke the rules. His shoulders never come off the mat. And another thing, you send in Rod Steele with a steel chair to take me out.
I sent in Rod Steele. The referee don't count the pin, and I'm responsible?
Let's go look. Let's look at the film one more time.
Sour grapes. Come on.
Sour grapes. I'll give you
You know something? I think I did see something. I see what you're complaining about. And as a matter of fact, it doesn't disturb me and it doesn't upset me one bit. I think I want to watch it again. 3 times. Wait.
From Tampa Bay's only wrestling show, The Steel Cage, on Sports Radio 1010 The Team.
I'm the Putz.
And this is the hardcore giant, Ron Niemi.
And of course, this is our producer, The Foreign Object.
Join us Saturdays at 11 on Sports Radio 1010 The Team.
We're the home of the Bucks, the and now
IPW Hardcore Professional Wrestling.
it's every Saturday at 11 on Sports Radio 1010 The Team.
Okay, fans, we're back. There you see the disheveled Shannon Rose in the ring with his shirt untucked. That must have been after the double stink faces that he took, which maybe we'll see up here in the coming weeks. I'm not sure. But here comes your contender for the unified cruiserweight title. He won the battle royal to get here. It's the high flyer Justice. And here comes his opponent. He's very popular now, once a member of 911 Incorporated, but now he's just crazy. One half of Dance Fever, it's Jet Jaguar.
He's the filthiest swine in all of wrestling. And you see one of the most unorthodox referees in the entire business has been assigned to this Florida Cruiserweight gimmick match.
Yes, it is El Masco Aficionado, straight from Mexico. In fact, Naftali knows him well as he refereed the match where he beat the drunken luchador Bob to win the Super Dos Carnival.
I've seen different referees in my time, but this guy takes the cake. You want to talk about somebody that gets in there and wants to get in the mix of the action. The only problem is he doesn't understand English one lick. So even if a guy is trying to submit when he's in the Texas Cloverleaf, this guy has absolutely no idea what the hell's going
Well,
on.
you know how sometimes those people from Mexico don't do well with things from Texas.
No, I don't understand what you're saying.
It's okay, Ron. I'll explain the whole Alamo Davy Crockett thing to you later. You're wearing a Davy Crockett shirt this week. I thought you might have known.
No. This is my revival of the whole grunge scene. I went to Seattle and I seen a big Soundgarden reunion concert without their lead singer, and I paid $3 and got a Slurpee and a concert ticket. And in honor of that, I am bringing back the grunge scene by wearing this flannel shirt this week.
Well, Ron, the grunge scene has been out longer than most people care to remember. But what we just missed while you were on that rampage there about Slurpees was some very stiff kicks by Justice to the champion Jet Jaguar. But I'm not sure what happened there. I thought Jet missed the clothesline, but actually Justice ducked it, popped right back up. And I've never seen maneuvers quite like that before. But I don't know if Jet Jaguar's ever faced a guy that can move with quite the agility of Justice.
Jet Jaguar is an unbelievable cruiserweight. And when you come to the live IPW wrestling shows at the Florida WrestlePlex or anywhere else that we're touring throughout Florida, you can't appreciate how hot the crowd is, how athletic these guys are until you're sitting there live at the WrestlePlex or any other venue that we run. Justice has been in the ring with some of the top cruiserweights in the entire business, including Nova, who he beat in England. And now he has the claw cinched in on his skull, and Jet Jaguar is going to show him what the veteran is all about and why he is the Florida Cruiserweight Unified Champion.
It looks that way. Oh, nice Hurricane Rana there by Jet Jaguar. Barely caught him. Let's see if he can get a 3 count. 1, 2, no. And as the referee, El Masco Aficionado will tell you, that was only dos.
Exactly. And if I'm looking correctly, it looks like El Masco Aficionado's fly happens to be open, and he doesn't care one bit. He looks up to Dos Caras, Mil Mascaras, El Santo de Negro, and everybody else. And if you go to IPW-hardcore.com, you can read about all 3 of these individuals.
Oh, nice. Barry Windham like superplex off the top rope. And if Jet Jaguar can just get up here, he's going to retain his title, I'm sure. Uno, dos, oh, no trace.
Jeez, you talk about stamina and a guy taking everything he's got to the table. Justice has earned his way to this title shot. He came from the bottom of the ladder and has fought his way up to meet Jet Jaguar for this title.
Yes, he did. He won that big 20-man Cruiserweight Battle Royal, pinning Dagan Briggs in the final moments of that match.
Now here's Justice going for one of my favorite combinations of moves in IPW hardcore
Oh,
wrestling.
beautiful.
Tres Monsalto.
Yes, Ron, you do like naming those moves just about anything you want. You talk about me booking my own angles. At least I don't make up names and maneuvers, quite like the hardcore giant Ron Niemi. And it looks like Justice is hurt. Let's go it on. 1, 2, 3, and Jet Jaguar retains the title. Fans, we'll be right back.
Once again, fans, this is your IPW Commissioner, Honest Eddie Edwards, and this is the IPW Event Center. IPW returns to the Florida WrestlePlex January the 12th for New Year's Evil 2002. Call the WrestlePlex today for the very latest in ticket information. Already signed, the ODD Jeff Bradley defends his TV title against David Young. Quickie Mart defend their IPW Tag Team titles against indie superstars Nigel McGuinness and Flesh Gordon. Superfan Marks Out and Devin team up to take on Pat McGowan and Pat Powers. And Chaos battle Snow for the IPW Hardcore title. As always, for the very latest on all upcoming IPW events, be sure to check out IPW-hardcore.com.
All right, fans, big main event you're going to see right here. This could headline any independent arena anywhere in the country. I know that's a wrestling cliche, but it's true. There you see him up from South Florida, Billy Fives, and he's going for the IPW heavyweight title against the new champion. No, that's not a shaven Perry Saturn. That's AJ Styles from NWA Wildside, and unfortunately, he is the new IPW heavyweight champion.
IPW Hardcore Wrestling has been put on the map by some of the best wrestlers over the past 4 years to ever wrestle in Florida. You got people like AJ Styles and Billy Fives. They know where to come to make a name for themselves in the independent scene. Sure, one of these idiots comes from Wildside, and he happens to be our IPW heavyweight champion right now. Billy Fives is the champion of 2 other organizations in this state. I'm not even going to give him the credit or give him the rub right now by mentioning him on his TV show. But Billy Fives knows to take it to the next level, to represent himself in tournaments like the Super 8 like he did this past year, to get the attention all over the internet and the magazines. You got to come to IPW because this is where it's at.
Ron, we know I like interrupting you, but I'm not doing it just for that this time. But did you see the stiff kicks by both individuals? I know Billy Fives had a lot of stiff kicks in his arsenal, but I didn't know AJ Styles did as well. He's normally out here doing some scientific wrestling, making up maneuvers we've never seen before, but he just went foot to foot, toe to toe with Billy Fives.
Now on the 12th of January at the Florida WrestlePlex, you can call 727-526-6778. If you want to get tickets in advance, if you want to get trained by wrestlers such as AJ Styles, Billy Fives, the Shane Brothers, and Quickie Mart, this is what it's all about. The Florida WrestlePlex houses the best wrestling talent in all of Florida. And now at the WrestlePlex, we are accepting Visas and MasterCards. You want to join the school? You can put on your credit card. You want to buy tickets in advance or get videotapes of great matches like this in their entirety? You can call 727-526-6778.
All right, Ron Niemi, and let's now remind the fans as well, bring out your signs to the matches. Bring out whatever signs you want. Bring out signs rooting for Scoot Andrews. Bring out signs rooting for Rastaman, or as we always say, go with the old favorite, Shannon is gay. It doesn't matter what signs you bring out, but bring out the signs and you'll get yourself on TV. And as myself and you do, Ron Niemi, it's fun to watch yourself on TV each and every week.
I like watching myself on TV. I like listening to the IPW stars on the steel cage with Cowhead and Putz every Saturday from 11 a.m. until noon on Sports Radio 1010 a.m. The Team. Billy Fives, the IPW competitor who everybody's making so much noise about. He's lined up for a big interview there.
Oh.
You see him get taken over
What
by
was
AJ
that
Styles.
maneuver?
There was a huge Hurricane Rana basically out of nowhere, and AJ Styles isn't finished with him yet. Look at this.
Look at this to the outside. Oh, flipped himself over the top rope there. Like I say, I don't know why they call me the play-by-play man, because I don't even know what anything like that is called. I just know that had to hurt real bad.
The runway at the IPW Florida WrestlePlex is becoming one of the most lethal weapons in the arsenal of many of the guys that are wrestling on the shows week after week. And you know, I got to give credit where credit's due. When we got on the air over 20 weeks ago, IPW thought they had reached the top of the mountain. They thought they had set new standards. You look at the production of this TV show.
Oh, nice splash.
Wow, unbelievable move. And just like I was saying, you look at the production of this show, it captures the athleticism, it captures the intensity, but it's still not like being there live. I can't stress enough. January 12th at the Florida WrestlePlex. Be at that show and see what it's all about.
I tell you, fans, another thing to keep in mind, as great as these matches are that you see here each and every week on IPW Weekly Recap, you're not getting to see the whole match. We've only got a 30-minute show. Some of these matches go nearly 30 minutes. We can't show it all. We have to edit it down. We try to show you the best parts of the match, but there's still plenty of great action that you miss. And what almost got missed there was Billy Fives becoming the new IPW Heavyweight Champion, but AJ Styles was able to kick out. But while we're on the subject of editing and having to be friends with the editors of this show, I want to talk about real quickly what happened there where Devin Nash came out a couple segments back, kicking me off of my stage. I'm the host of this television show. I understand he had a problem with you, Ron Niemi, but he didn't have to come out and do it to me quite that way.
Now, he's out here bitching and complaining about supposedly getting ripped off. You see Billy Fives destroyed AJ Styles with a power slam. Then he meets him with a big kick to the side of the head.
Oh, and throws him over the top rope again to the outside.
After giving him 3 of the stiffest punches that I've ever seen in this building. I refer to Devin Nash Nash is the stiffest bastard in IPW. Billy Fives going to give him a run for his money. Billy Fives is never going to be accused of being a giant in this business, but you want to talk about somebody that's taking his body and making the best of it? Look at the conditioning that this guy is in, and look at how he can throw himself around and destroy somebody like AJ Styles with a flying drop kick to the side of the head.
That's a maneuver you're only going to see here in IPW because of where the rampway comes to the ring in conjunction with the turnbuckles. You couldn't do that just anywhere. And these guys, they're very smart wrestlers. They're very gifted athletes. They come in here, they check out the ring, they see that there's different stuff they can do, and they incorporate it into their arsenal immediately.
No, usually you see somebody, a big spot is to take a backdrop from the inside of the ring to the outside. AJ Styles actually gets backdropped into the ring. When it comes to the Florida WrestlePlex and IPW, with guys like Billy Fives and AJ Styles in the ring, you might as well go ahead and call somebody like Able Body's Temporary Services at 727-771-1111 and beg them to come down and give their great services, their refereeing services, which I love. Look at that moonsault.
Missed moonsault there by Billy Fives, and this may allow AJ Styles to get back into the match. Ron, we may not like the fact that AJ Styles comes from Wildside, but I'll tell you, he hasn't been a guy that's come in here and thrown Wildside in our face like our very own Chaos has, like David Young has. He may be a Wildside competitor, but he's a serious wrestler. He's out here for titles, and as much as he may be from an organization we don't like, he realizes what a big coup holding this IPW strap is, and he's given Billy Fives everything he can handle here at IPW.
Whatever that move was just there, you want to talk about dangerous? The one thing I like to put over, no matter how much these guys are trying to win this belt, no matter what they try to do.
What in the world?
He's trying to break the back of Billy Fives. He just dropped him into some wicked backbreaker, and now he puts him into what looks like a reverse variation of the surfboard, and he's got it locked in. Hector Garza and Chavo Guerrero, Senior that is, would be at home marking out right now if they could afford a television set. But unfortunately, like, there's so many other Mexican retired wrestlers, they ain't got a TV. They ain't wrestling on the independent scene anymore unless they're Perro Agoyo, unfortunately.
Hector Garza's retired?
Absolutely.
I did not know that, Ron Niemi. I thought those guys wrestled forever. And what you see going on forever right now seems to be the stiff kicks to the ribs of Billy Fives. I tell you, Billy Fives, he's always been a great, great athlete, but you don't realize until he gets in the ring with another great athlete just how huge this guy has gotten, the mass that he's putting on his frame, and that's added a whole new dimension to his already great, great talent.
And you know something? Billy Fives is the type of guy that shows appreciation where it's due. He came to the show last time, and after everything was said and done, he went down to Extra Innings Ballpark Cafe at 1850 Central Avenue in St. Petersburg, and he went straight up to the bar and he says, "Bartender, please give me a beer, and if you could, please give me some of those hot, spicy, tender chicken tenders that I've heard so much about the blue cheese and how it's
All right, Ron. Well, you know, you'll talk about the blue cheese and the tenders forever if we let you. But one thing I have to say about Extra Innings, I personally want to thank them for the great, great IPW Christmas holiday party that they gave us. They hooked us up right. And talk about being hooked up. AJ Styles almost had Billy Fives hooked there for the win. Billy Fives, you cannot sell this guy short. I tell you what, a lot of people might think he's going to go up against AJ Styles. Everybody's heard of AJ Styles all around the country. They just figure he's going to walk all over some Florida boy, Billy Fives. It's not working out that way, AJ. You have to earn every single match you wrestle down here in Florida, down here with IPW.
Now, Billy Fives, oh my God, gentleman Jim Bragg takes a double super kick, levels him, and you know Billy Fives, he's been watching the tape. He's been studying the film, and he sent up his own scout, the one and only Mud Baby Star Stevens. He sent him up to Wildside at the last TV tapings to scout AJ Styles, and Star Stevens came back from Atlanta, Georgia, and he looked Billy Fives right in the eye, and he said, "Billy, I don't know what to tell you, brother, but Ronnie can't even do a good impersonation of me this week because he's got such a bad cold."
Yes, he did say that, fans. I know you. Sometimes you think Ron Niemi's making this stuff up, but you don't have to make stuff up about Star Stevens. And there goes out. What did you call that maneuver he does right on him? He drops him right in his face, and I may not like it, but right now he should have the 3 count on Billy Fives. And here's the former champion, Scoot Andrews, coming in the ring. He doesn't like the fact that AJ Styles won that title with him from help from David Young, and it looks like he's got a little bit of receipt in his mind right here for the champion, AJ Styles.
The former IPW heavyweight champion levels AJ Styles with the forces of nature. Paybacks are a bitch, AJ Styles. Your partner, David Young, screwed Scoot Andrews out of the IPW heavyweight title, and you now are the champion. Welcome. Welcome to IPW's backyard, and welcome to the new champion, Billy Fives.
Billy Fies, the new IPW heavyweight champion. And here comes Scoot Andrews to celebrate. And I asked him after this match, Scoot, why did you run in like that? He said, that wasn't me, that was Emmett Smith.
Now you talk about Scoot Andrews, and you're gonna pull some rib on him about, oh my
Oh,
God.
what is that? Billy Fies not very grateful there to Scoot Andrews. We've seen him do that before to Rastaman. He does not like people interfering in his matches, Ron Niemi. Do you have something to say?
There's a long history of Billy Fives and Scoot Andrews, and all I can say, this is the beginning of a long war.
Well, Ron, I wish you kept talking so I could have interrupted you again, but instead, fans, I'm going to shoot you to our closing, and we'll be back next week.
IPW Hardcore Wrestling. They got a new heavyweight champion in Billy Fives, one of the best independent superstars in the entire country today. Scoot Andrews, AJ Styles, Christopher Daniels, Mike Shane. What the hell are you doing, Aaron?
Is he gone?
Is he gone? Do you see him sitting here?
All right, I'm back, fans. I know you don't want to just sit here with Ron Niemi. Ron, I know you're talking about Billy Fives, great win for Billy, but I'm out of my insurance from IPW from the last injury I had. I've got to go get my CAT scan because of how you attacked me again, viciously pile driving me through the table on top of my head. So fans, in order to help pay for my medical bills, you can get these nicely autographed pictures of myself, Aaron M. Royal, on the IPW website for only $19.95. Come help a guy out. Let's do it for Aaron.
$19.95? Are you out of your mind? They shouldn't pay $19.95 for a color glossy autographed in your own blood, let alone some black and white printout off of your cheap computer. Aaron Royal, I don't know.
Computer's not cheap.
I don't know how you managed to get so much heat. The hardcore giant is sick of you messing with him. But Devin Nash, who claims he was robbed of the IPW television title because of the hardcore giant Ron
That's
Niemi.
what I heard the owner of IPW was sent out a vendetta against Devin Nash.
All I can tell you is I guarantee Ron Niemi, 911 Incorporated, we have nothing to do with Devin Nash and his shortcomings. I can't blame
He's
myself.
gonna kill you.
I can't take the
Ron,
heat.
I hate to do this to you, but we gotta go, fans. See you next week.
Aaron, I'm so tired of this.